Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel, and boy have I got something good and tasty for you today. I am going to be making my version of a homemade sausage, gravy, and biscuit casserole. That just sounds good saying it. Hey, I got some of the ingredients in front of you. I am using the canned biscuits. It's a little quicker and a whole heck of a lot easier. Alright, let me get going on this video. And throughout the video, I'll explain each step and include the measurements. All right, see you in a minute. All right, first thing I'm going to get going is my sausage. I'm going to get it started up, browned up. I'm using actually two different kinds, Tennessee Pride, mild, and this I got this at Walmart. Now the reason I have two different kinds, because man, I was lucky to get this. There's a really bad shortage going on with meat and so forth. So anyway, I'm going to add these together and hope for the best. I've never tried this, but I've tried this and that's a very good sausage. Each one's going to be a pound. I just take the end off. Kind of twist it, squeeze it out, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to get one of them going first and get it browned up, and then I'm going to actually add the other one. I don't want to crowd my pan. So I'm just going to take a spoon, start breaking it up, wooden spoon. Now these chunks you're going to want to get pretty small. You don't want a large size, and as it heats up, it's obviously going to I'll be able to chop it up finer. And the whole idea is to get, well, as much grease as we can out of the sausage, because that's what's going to help make our gravy. All right, let me get this browning, and I'll be right back with you. This browning up, I'm going to go ahead and add my other sausage, and that is a totally different color, totally different company, but the smell is just out of this world. That smells good. The aroma right now, you can wake up the whole family cooking this stuff in the morning. Alright, I'm going to let you go for a minute. I'm going to get this browned up a little more, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I'm pretty much where I want to be with my sausage, but I wanted to show you, see the grease here? Now, you do not want to drain that off. That's what's going to make our gravy, and boy is it going to be good. It may not be good for you, but you know what? Not many things are. So, let me finish this up. And I'll add my flour and other ingredients. Alright, I'm going to add my other ingredients. While I've got this going on, I've got my oven heated up to 350. So it's ready for my casserole and my biscuits. To this, I am going to add a 1/3 cup flour. I'm going to sprinkle it over it. As you see, to that, I am going to add crushed red pepper flakes. I've got about a teaspoon of them. I like things a little bit hot, so I'm going to add that in there. You can omit this. You don't have to have it in. I'm also going to add a teaspoon salt. Going to add a teaspoon of garlic. And I'm going to add a tablespoon black pepper. I love pepper. You guys can do a teaspoon if you like. I'm going to get this mixed up. And this is going to start to dry out. I'm going to get that flour mixed in good. Now to this, I am going to add 3 cups of milk. Now you can use half and half, you can use 2%. I use whole milk. I'm going to pour it in slowly, as you'll see here in a second. Boy, that looks good, and it smells terrific. See how we're starting to get our little crusty pieces on the bottom. Alright, turn this down a hair. Okay. Kind of got that where I'd like it. I'm going to start off adding 1 cup of milk. Now I'm going to add a total of 3 cups of milk to this. And you want to have a continuous stir. Okay, starting to take form here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in another 2 cups. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit. Then I'll finish it off. Oh yeah, now that's what we're talking about here, guys. Check that out. You see the little red pepper flakes. Again, you don't have to have those in there, but man, I sure like the taste of it. Alright, last bit of milk. Here we go. Everybody in the pool. Alright, stir that up. Now I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm cooking on a gas stove and I'm using a cast iron pot, so things tend to get a little hot quick. So I'm going to turn, like I said, turn that down. Now I'm going to bring this to a simmer. I'm going to let it cook about 3-4 minutes. And I don't want to bore you with that, so I'm going to let you go for a minute. And I'll see you later. Alright, for those of you that don't know, the reason I'm going to let it simmer is to let this milk thicken up. I still got about another maybe 2 minutes or so, and it should be ready. Ready. Alright. Alright, sausage and gravy is pretty much done. Man, it came out great. Very simple to do. Very simple. Alright, next thing I am going to do is grease down a 9x13 baking dish and add my biscuits. This is going to be like a 2-part steps with the biscuits. Let me show you how I do it. Alright, got 8 biscuits here. as you can see. Now what I'm going to do, cut these in fours. What I mean by cutting fours, obviously, is cutting fours. Now this first can, it's going to go on the bottom of my 9x13 baking dish. Going to kind of spread them out. We don't want them really close together because we want the sausage gravy to, you know, drizzle down in between. Come apart there. Alright, let me get this finished up and I'll get back with you and show you how I place them in. Alright, adjust this a little bit. As you guys can see, I got a pile of biscuits over here. We're just going to place them in there. No certain fashion. Just keep them kind of apart a little bit because they are going to swell up when they bake. So you just kind of go through, fill the bottom. If you have a couple left over, that's fine. Like I said before, I've got my oven preheated to 350 and it's ready to go. It's just waiting on me. As you see here, just kind of squeeze them in, and I'm actually going to go ahead and try to use up the whole can because I have another can for the top, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. Now these are going to go in and bake for about 8 minutes or until they get a little golden brown on top. Then I'll take them out and I'm going to add my sausage gravy and a few other ingredients, and then biscuits on the top. All right, see you here in a minute. Okay, next I'm going to take my biscuits, the bottom portion that I put in the baking dish. I'm going to take them out, show you how they came out. Now they have been in about 12 minutes. Now look at that. Browned up a little on the top. That's what we want, guys. That's what we want right there. We don't want a mushy mess on the bottom. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to add my mix. This may be a little messy, but I'll show you why there's cracks and crevices in there, and you want the sausage gravy to kind of fill that in. So we're going to start out spreading it across the top. Just like that, guys. Look at that. Oh yeah. Man, you won't go hungry here. This is perfect to cook in the morning. Now this will feed about 8 people. Well, unless you have 4 really hungry people, I guess. So I'm going to pretty much clean the majority of it out. Set this down. Now I'm going to spread it around. Again, we're trying to cover the top. See that? Very, very simple. Now don't forget, I did spray this dish down. All right? Now, how simple can that be? That. Now I'm going to throw a little twist on this. And I'm going to add cheese on just a portion of it. A cheddar cheese. And I like cheese. If you don't like cheese, well, you don't have to put it on there. Alright. I feel kind of comfortable with that. All right, I went ahead and cut up my second can of biscuits into fours, as you see here, just like I did for the bottom. Guys, we're going to do the same thing. Place them on there. There is no rhyme or reason how you put them on there. Just put them how you like to put them on there. Fill in the spaces. Now, I was thinking, you could add scrambled eggs to this if you would like. That sounds good. You could add grits to the mixture. It's all up to you. It all sounds good. And boy, I'm sure it really would taste good. That's kind of what we got going on. Fill in the spaces. All right. There's always one left over. All right, we're just going to squeeze it in right here. All right, I'm going to place this back in the oven for about 15 minutes or until the top of my biscuits get a golden brown. All right, let me do that. I'll be right back with you. All right, the time has arrived. I am going to show you what I came out with. Really think you're gonna like it? Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Last little thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little butter. Add a little butter to it. You can see, now I had this in actually about 15 minutes. I'm happy with it. As you can see around the edges here, it's boiling. I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit before I dig in. All right, so y'all check this out. Listen to the top of these biscuits. Nice and crusted up, nice and buttery. So if I can possibly, let's see, find one you could see. Still flaky. Come apart. Can you see that? Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, I'm going to dip out a little portion here. See if I can do it without making a huge mess. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Look at that, guys. Plenty of sausage. Very, very hot. Well, it's a hefty portion here. Look at that. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Get a good close-up of this. Man, guys, this is my version of sausage, gravy, and biscuit casserole. You can add a few more ingredients if you'd like. But man, I really do think this came out very good. Hey, once again, thank you for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I deeply appreciate it. Maybe share it with a friend. Hit the thumbs up button. Hey, and by the way, my channel has now reached over 1,000 subscribers. Hey, until next time, I'll see you later.